I'm literally shaking while writing this because what you just did wasn't bold. It was unreal, and my mind still hasn't caught up. I've replayed that moment in my head 100 times, trying to understand how someone could move like that without fear or hesitation. My hands won't stop trembling, not from fear, but from realizing I just witnessed something I'll never forget. I thought I had seen confidence before, but what you pulled off today rewired my entire definition of it. I'm struggling to put this into words because what you did felt less like an action and more like a statement to the universe. I'm shaking because part of me knows that after today, nothing between us stays the same. You didn't just step into that moment, you owned it in a way that left everyone else silent. My heart is racing as I write this, because watching you do that made me realize how small my doubts have been. I've never seen anyone command a situation the way you just did, without raising their voice or asking permission. I'm trembling because what you pulled off felt dangerous, beautiful, and completely intentional. I thought I was prepared for anything, but watching you move like that caught me completely off guard. I can't stop shaking because what you did felt like a line being crossed, one you can't uncross. There was a moment when the room froze, and it was because everyone felt what you were about to do. I'm writing this with unsteady hands, still trying to process how effortlessly you took control. I didn't realize I was holding my breath until it was already over. My thoughts are scattered because witnessing that made something click inside me I wasn't ready for. You didn't hesitate, didn't look around. You just acted like the outcome was never in question. I'm shaking because I saw certainty in your eyes, and it scared me how real it was. What you did today didn't just impress me, it shifted how I see you entirely. I've been quiet since it happened, not because I'm confused, but because I'm overwhelmed. My pulse hasn't slowed down because my mind keeps replaying how calm you were in that moment. I thought confidence was loud, but you proved it can be terrifyingly quiet. I'm trembling because part of me knows I just witnessed the real you for the first time. You didn't ask if it was okay. You decided it was, and the world adjusted. I keep thinking about how natural it looked, like you'd been waiting for that moment your whole life. I'm shaking because what you did felt intentional down to the smallest detail. There was no doubt in your movements, and that certainty hit harder than anything else. I'm still trying to understand how someone can be that composed under pressure. Watching you today made me question every excuse I've ever made for myself. My hands won't steady because that moment cracked something open inside me. You didn't just surprise me, You rewrote what I thought was possible. I'm trembling because I realized I underestimated you in ways I can't undo. The silence after you finished was louder than any reaction could have been. I keep replaying the look on everyone's faces when they realized you meant it. I'm shaking because your confidence didn't ask for approval, it assumed it. What you did wasn't reckless, it was calculated, and that's what makes it unforgettable. I've never seen someone move with that much certainty and zero regret. My thoughts are racing because witnessing that shifted something deep inside me. You didn't just step forward, you made everyone else step back. I'm trembling because that moment revealed a side of you I can't ignore now. I thought I knew what strength looked like until I watched you today. My heart is still pounding because that wasn't bravery, it was inevitability. You didn't flinch, and that alone said more than words ever could. I'm shaking because I realized you knew exactly how this would end. The way you handled that moment made everything else feel insignificant. I'm still processing how calm you were while the rest of us panicked. What you did today felt like a warning and a promise at the same time. I'm trembling because I saw control, not chaos, and that's rare. You didn't rush, didn't stall. You moved at the pace of certainty. My hands shake as I write this because that moment changed how I see power. Watching you today made me realize some people don't rise to the occasion, they define it. I'm shaking because what you pulled off felt like destiny, not luck. There was no drama, no noise, just impact. I can't stop thinking about how effortless it looked and how impossible it felt. I'm trembling because that moment exposed how unprepared the rest of us were. You didn't prove anything, you revealed it.